I had a dream one day that all my hard work paid off. And when I woke up,
19th
I was
episode
a
of the Necessary
boss.
Unnecessary podcast. And in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we want to ask, are we still dreaming or are we woke yet? If I'm dreaming,
I'm
just
screaming.
let me dream. Don't wake me up. If I'm dreaming, then leave me alone.
Put me back to sleep.
But nah, I watched the I Have a Dream speech earlier just because we were doing the episode. I said I ain't heard it in a while. Let's see what the dream actually was.
What is the dream?
The dream was freedom.
For everybody.
And the dream was equality.
For everybody.
And the dream was race relations to a point where there is no discrimination. The dream was unity.
Yes.
The dream was community. The dream was inclusion. The dream was not excluding people.
Well,
The dream was America, how it was written to be for everybody, actually. Because he wasn't anti-America. He just wanted the same inalienable rights of every other American.
Yep.
Because we were third-class citizens. So I'm asking our viewers that, are we still dreaming or are we woke?
I think it's both.
We still dreaming.
50-50.
I feel like we're not really pushing for the civil rights movement. We've gotten comfortable. I was sitting in a little eatery earlier, and I looked around and I said, it's very diverse in this eatery. It's white people sitting next to Asian people. I was at the Krog Street Market. Some cheesesteaks. So just a bunch of different
Dang, you got food again and then.
Bruh, you work at a mall. Eat food.
No, ew. Ew, who eats mall food?
Ain't nobody finna be feeding you every time I see you.
Bro, just, you gotta send you the, I cash app it. Veil it.
That's not what we talk about. We talk about the diversity.
I know, you brought out, oh shit.
It was very diverse in this place.
Right.
Asian people sitting next to white people, sitting next to black people, and everybody. And I said, this is kind of the dream, because he said he
we're eating in the same building.
You know what I mean? It's
before
not,
that wasn't possible.
We not segregated. You know, we're not publicly segregated. We're segregated now more by financial means. So you can't afford to eat in here, but if you would afford to eat in here, you can't afford to stay at this hotel. So now it's financial segregation.
That's almost worse.
Yeah, it's tough, but it has no color but green. If you can't afford this, you can't come here.
You ain't never lied about that.
They be shocked when you can afford it.
They be like, oh.
Now we gotta serve you because you could afford it. Who are you?
You little rich nigga with you.
I used to have people like, they would come to my house, like people like the electric man or the gas man or the cable man or something. And they'd be looking, and it'd be black people sometimes too. They'd be like, what do you do? I was like, I work. What are you talking about? Like, this ain't even, you know what I mean? Like,
but no, you know what I realized? Especially living in Georgia, the older I am working with the youth, and then I watch these documentaries of like people's lives around the world. We are very fortunate.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think people really understand. That's why you talk about, are we woke or are we still asleep? Like, I really don't think we are aware of how fortunate you are to be able to say, I have a car, I have a place to live, I have nice stuff in my, I have a TV, I have more than one TV. Like,
in every room.
In every room.
You better come on in.
You like I'm serious. I've been watching documentaries where like they are still living, and not even just third world, like even like the shit with Russia and Ukraine, like that's still going on. You know what I mean? And it's like
and the Israeli thing,
like everything.
I don't mean to call it a thing, but you know, the Israeli conflict.
Right. It's like we are very fortunate to be in this wonderful fucked up country.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, we may have to deal with some racism here and there, but you gotta realize you have people from all over the world who have been raised differently. You know what I mean? Different cultures. We're never ever gonna all be in agreement on anything. There's nothing other than we all need some money. You know what I mean? That's the only thing we all ever. And in some places, they don't even use money in some countries. In some parts of Africa, they still don't even use money. They don't even, what is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they live off the barter system.
For sure.
You know what I mean? They're farmers, and they live off the land and the people, so they don't even use money in some countries still to this day.
So I will say, I feel like with the civil rights movement, we got to a certain point and then we stopped.
Yeah.
And the only time we come together is when
something bad
a
happened.
police officer kills somebody,
Right.
or it's
Then that's when everybody,
and then we march for like a week,
riot,
you know,
loiter, do all this unnecessary
and
shit.
then we back to the regularly scheduled program until it happens again. So I think that one of the dreams was unity, and I think we still dreaming. But they had more unity. They had more unity back in the civil rights movement.
They did, but that's because you gotta also realize at that time, black people was just,
we had to stick
they
together.
were struggling. Yeah, they had to.
It was segregated. It was nothing but black people
out there. You know what I mean? That you can look up to now. You know, back then it was just like those actors weren't rich back then.
Yeah,
they were famous.
Yeah.
They weren't rich. You know what I mean? They weren't getting paid what white actors were getting. So it was just like, oh man, you broke through for us, but they weren't rich like that. Now we really have people with money to look up to and be like, oh yeah, that's something different. But back then, you had to be like this in order to even feel like you was getting far. Like, we were just coming out of slavery not that long ago, 60 something, right? Getting out of slavery. So then you got to think, okay, bam, here come the 1900s. You know what I mean? Then here comes what happened in Tulsa. You know what I mean? Black people was just
Black Wall Street.
Black people was 1920 somewhere, like
they burnt it up.
We just out of slavery 50, 60 years, and we just got, like, it takes a long time to build these things, and then we build it, and what happens?
They got a 400-year head start on.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So we had to be in unison. After time went by, all these rights started getting passed.
You start getting government jobs.
You know what I mean? Like,
good.
We got a president. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, okay, black people getting a little more. Like, we a little okay. We not all the way okay, but we a little okay.
But one thing that concerns me is us in this country. We are one of the lowest economic grossing people, but we are the biggest consumers down there in the world. So how are we the lowest economy but the biggest consumers? That is like
be on your meat.
Taken away from us building our own for real. We want to go to them. I don't think the dream was about going to them and give us. It was more about, okay, stop blocking us from our opportunities so we could. They said separate but equal. If it's going to be separate, let it be separate. But let's let it be equal. We get the worst of the worst all the time. You know what I mean? So now that we've come a long way, we're buying houses, we're in cars, it's not equal, but, we get
there. Very fortunate.
But then you fall into traps like debt. You fall into traps like... you fall into these different traps. Like, yeah, we gonna let y'all get a little bit. We gonna affirmative act y'all so y'all can catch up a little bit. We ain't gonna do 400 years, but maybe 5, 10.
Not 5 or 10.
Speed jet you, let you get a couple government jobs, and
right
till you get fired. But I think that we've gotten complacent in our struggle because a lot of us have become comfortable, but the struggle continues.
You ain't never lied about that.
We need to wake up. You know what I mean? And have our own. We can't even. We're not even self-sufficient enough to depend on ourselves. You know what I mean? If we just had our own black country, like right now, we would be like, all right, we need to go somewhere.
I don't know if I want to go live over in that country. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know.
So we got to fix ourselves where we are. You know what I mean?
If we had our own black country where it was just ran by black people, would you go?
There's countries like that in Africa.
No, I know that. Jamaica's pretty much like that.
You know, there are places like that, but it's always been like that, so they accustomed to it however it is. But you look at the different stuff that goes on there. Yeah, you got this, that, and the third, but then you look at, like, a lot of Africa is ran by military, you know, and they are Gestapo, you know, dictatorships, and you know what I mean?
Right,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's
like
real wild, but it's order. You know, they running, they doing whatever they doing. But like you said, a lot of them third world countries is in poverty. But a lot of countries like in Africa is rich too, though. Yeah.
There's money in every continent.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah, I watch that show.
Yeah, they out there
Johannesburg.
I'm going there.
We going, let's go.
I want to go to Rwanda. They said they ain't there like them.
I want to go to Johannesburg. They say it's like New York and LA.
Viewers, tell me if you're still dreaming or if you woke. Are we going backwards? Or are we going forwards? What we doing? Can we come together? Should we come together?
We should always come. Man, do you not understand? I was just having a conversation about this. If black people, Asian people, Hispanics, if all of the minorities came together,
we would not be the minority.
Bruh,
we would be the majority.
We would be able to take over the world if we all band together. But Asians, they be.
Man, my folks posted something. Little Asian kids.
Hispanics be a little.
He was hip hop dancing better than black people.
Y'all don't like us like that. Like, what is what I'm saying? There's a lot of racism towards black people.
Definitely.
And bitch, you at the bottom with us too.
But they copy everything we do. I don't understand how you do everything we do and love the culture, but when it comes to the people, you treat us like
everybody love our culture. Come on now.
You know, we set the trends.
Yeah. You see us. You see.
As I sit up here, polo down. You know,
right.
You know what
I'm here talking about. We should come together. And are we woke or are we sleep, Mr. Ralph Lauren over here?
And not be the passed out in the FUBU outfit right now. I ain't lying.
Excuse me, I am not a brand whore.
That would not be a dream.
I'm just a fine.
I mean, I wear what I like. You know what I mean?
Yes, we know, Mr. Bougie. We know.
I'm just saying, if you come out with something I like, all right. I went through my different phases.
So I mean, are we woke or like some of these designers, y'all? They don't really rock with us.
Let's talk about the super woke,
the
black soap.
Man, we should have my homeboy over here. Omar Slim White need to be on this bitch because he's the most woke motherfucker.
Let's talk about the super
Omar, if you see this.
Let's talk about my Grand Rising.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Your energy is your vibration is super low.
Black
and
Queen.
They are in tune.
Man, I know
with
people
the
like
earth
that. Yes.
and Egypt.
Yes, they don't eat no poke on their folk, none of that junk.
Jesus was a perpetuation of.
Man, I'm telling you, I need to have my boy. I should have invited my boy on here, man.
I think some of us are past woke.
Y'all get on my nerves.
Some of us are past woke, and some of us is sleeping in a nightmare.
Niggas is knocked out. They unconscious.
In a nightmare. So, and then there's a lot of us that's in between. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I be trying not to be woke, too woke. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, if you be too woke, you can't really enjoy nothing. You be mad at everything.
You always over contemplating everything.
Like black Israelites, some niggas be mad as hell, don't they?
I don't even know.
Man, I've seen videos and they ain't them niggas.
I mean, you look at different cultures, and I be hearing what they're saying. Like I see what they say. I see more like Muslim Nation Islam brothers speaking.
See, they be more smooth with it though. They don't be like. Nah, the black Israelites, but they not playing no games. But they already dressed in the militant shit. They already.
YouTube them boys.
Oh, you ain't never seen them when they be outside. Yo, they don't be playing no games, but they be some woke brothers. But damn, they be looking mad because they be so upset. You know what I mean? Like, they be passionate about what they talking about.
I think
that's why, like, that just seems like it would just put a lot of stress on you.
It will. Because you want other people to change.
And understand
first, you got to just become the change you want to see in the world. And then, if you could reach one person, then that, like, it's not an overall just everybody do right now, and this is what I think, and I want everybody to think that right now, and we gonna change this and we gonna change that. Like, the movement is not as unified as it was to even motivate the people to get in motion like that for real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we too comfortable in our uncomfortability. It's like people get used to jail. You know what I mean? We've gotten.
Oh my God, I was talking about that with somebody too.
We've gotten used to the way things are, and when something happens, we shake our fists and we'll smack somebody with a chair. But then a week later, we back to the regularly scheduled program. I got bills to pay. I gotta go to work. I got you get wrapped up in your life and you forget about the overall movement, which is the people, man. You forget about the people.
You know what? I'm messing with your ass. No, I'm with you though. I mean, wait a minute. My people joining.
I know. Tell them say something.
Y'all can comment. Are you woke? Are you asleep? Are you unconscious?
What we need to do,
inebriated? Are you drunk?
I'm
high? Are you
We in the dream room where dreams come true.
You got insomnia.
Another thing I wanted to talk about was manifesting your destiny. So I think that's how you make your dreams into reality, manifestation. And really that's just putting action to your ideas, you know what I mean, and really seeing them through till they come true. It's not a magical, miraculous universe thing. It's really about ingenuity and turning your ideas and working on them every day until they actually happen. Now, it might seem like it happened overnight, but sometimes it takes 10 years to happen overnight, y'all.
That's some real shit. I mean, it's a mouthful.
I mean, that's all I pretty much got to say, man. Is you dreaming or is you woke? Or is you somewhere in between? Are you sleepwalking? What we on?
Oh, sleepwalking.
What we on, cuz? What Miley say? Sleepwalking.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was listening to that earlier today. Hey.
Is we woke? Is we dreaming? Or is we sleepwalking? Tune in, tap in, let us know. We'll be answering all questions, comments. Feel me? Necessary podcast. Nip Swagger Frisco in the building. Swagger Frisco show. Pow, 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 pow.